Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, another Demon Slayer episode, another episode of just pure action. I mean, really, we'll just go ahead and get right into it. To be honest, Kobayashi, go ahead and pop it out for us.
Yeah, so to leave off from last episode, it just continues the fight between, or not even the fight, it's just the Miss Hashira. He just saves Kotetsu, and Kotetsu's really it's really funny because he's like, "Oh, thank you. I don't even like you. Your hair looks like seaweed, but thank you nonetheless."
Yeah.
And then it shows like a little like flashback between the Miss Hashira, and it shows like him like really bruised up or like beat up from after a fight, I would assume. And he's talking to the master. He said, "Along your journey, you'll find your memories again." And then yeah, I'm really intrigued like how he lost his memories or how the way he is now.
Very amnesic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then it just transfers on to the rest of the fights, which.
So at first, well, before that too, I would assume because the Miss Hashira, he's gonna help Tanjiro's swordsman, and he will most likely fight a different demon, not Upper Moon 4, and he will have his own battle. But the first fight it cuts back into it is the Tanjiro fight, which he's going against the Joy Upper Moon 4, the guy with the talons and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so since he's fighting the chicken, I'm just kidding. For you guys, context, Kobayashi really hates it when I call him the chicken because it makes it seem really weak. So, in any case, so he was fighting him. Really, he was just, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of cheap the way he was fighting. He was just flying and then scratching, flying and scratching, flying and scratching. That's all he was doing.
He's just using his abilities.
His chicken ability.
But throughout this episode, I'm really, really impressed with this dude Tanjiro's IQ.
We'll get to Tanjiro's battle IQ really, not really shortly because it's towards the back end, which is like really good.
But even here, he like notices like some stuff because he cut off something from I think his head, I believe, or his I forgot what he cut off, but then it split into two.
Oh, yeah, no, I know what you mean. He split into two like little amoebites. They look like amoebas.
It look like popcorn chicken or something like that.
So so basically, he ended up just shish kebabbing them, both of them, and he's still finding the main body exactly. Still, doing the little dash and dive. When eventually he ended up cutting like half his face, and he noticed that the healing started to slow down when he cut his face, or half his face, because it ended up cutting his tongue, which is something he's realizing that the regeneration from his tongue is, or probably the imprint on his tongue is what's like his weakness. So obviously he's gonna eventually develop battle instincts from that. So eventually he's actually just going toe to toe and just being extremely acrobatic in the way he was dodging his aerial strikes,
And before the conclusion of that fight, it cuts down to Genya and Nezuko.
Yeah.
So it actually shows Genya survived, and Genya's like not mumbling, but he's like talking to himself. I would assume it's a prayer.
Yeah. So he's like the monk guy from Blue Lock. I'm just kidding.
No, but yeah, he's like I guess he's just concentrating to heal up. I would assume.
So we'll figure out what that prayer is. Hopefully they'll explain it in the future. But for the time being, they ended up taking the spear out. The Genya, he ended up getting a shotgun and blasting him again.
Yeah, so he's using his style breathing.
Full on
First Amendment.
Yes, dude, First Amendment.
Or Second Amendment.
Yeah, I have to say.
Exact.
But so he ended up, just escaping from that for the time being, right? Because he ended up getting worked again, really.
Yeah, but to be fair, it was kind of unfair because there is 3 of them versus the 2.
Yeah.
Because it's just, and then Nezuko's also fighting the wind guy. I believe the wind guy is Pleasure, I would say.
Yeah, the dude from Inuyasha, Windstorm. Just kidding.
But Nezuko was actually doing a good job. She actually, at one point, she grabbed one of the, like, what's that thing? It's like a leaf, right?
It's like, I want to say it's like their equipment, because...
Yeah, it's their equipment.
Because, like, everyone has, like, their certain, like, equipment to harm someone else. So the green dude. So context. So last episode we were towards like the back end when the video actually ended. We were actually in a little bit of a heated argument explaining like, yeah, the guy who appears Upper Moon 4. See, this is where my not ineptitude, but like my forgetfulness just comes into play because I ended up forgetting that they showed it for every single like emotion, right? So I didn't realize that. The only thing that I do remember was that the dude was green. That's it. Which explains why I put labels on these guys like Baby Hands. I genuinely don't know his name.
They haven't shown his name, but he is Upper Moon 5, the one he's referring to.
Or the dude, the chicken dude. Like that's just the first thing that popped in my mind. But in any case, or really case being that Nezuko obviously was holding her own, and she ended up stealing the leaf thing, and he ended up blowing the green dude away. Yeah. Right. So.
And then the anger Upper Moon 4, which is the guy with the staff, the electrical powers. He obviously, to his emotion, he got really angry about it. And he just took the matter to his own hands, dealing with Genya and then dealing with Nezuko.
So this dude, Ainzo Gon, basically stabbed her in the throat, or Nezuko in the throat, and ended up like shish kebabbing like just her throat, but she won't be able. She can't move basically, and she's just getting electrocuted this entire time. Meanwhile, this dude, Tanjiro, is still fighting the chicken.
Yes. So then it cuts down to Tanjiro, and then Tanjiro realizes like, oh, this is bad. We're all separated. Yeah. So he's coming up with this plan. And to make it where they're all together again. And you want to explain this plan? So Tanjiro, he starts running towards like where Genya and Nezuko is at. And then obviously the bird guy, he starts flying in, but Tanjiro dodges it, then like shish kebabs him, and basically he's flying towards the direction towards
towards like the temple where
the building,
exactly where the other two, or not two, the other three were at.
Technically two, because the other guy got blown away.
Yeah. Oh, for the time being.
Yeah, for the time being, yeah.
He'll eventually come back. But, obviously, so in the matter of moments, he ended up getting shish kebab and hit him directly on the tongue because he knew his weakness at this point. So, at this point, to be honest, I don't even know if he's still alive or dead because he was just... Or passed out. He might be just passed out.
Who,
the chicken. Because he was just laying on the floor.
I would assume he's alive.
Yeah. So he was just laying on the floor, and he was actually gonna go and help Nezuko because Nezuko at this point, she was shish kebabbed with the electrical pole.
Yeah.
And this dude summoned another one. Like, I'm like, I thought it was just one, but he summoned another one out of thin air, and he ended up trying to attack Tanjiro. But in the matter of moments, he actually had the chicken's foot. And if you guys do know some sort of biology, you know that birds will stand on electrical poles, and chickens actually, or I keep saying chickens, but birds, they actually don't have blood on their feet, so they won't be able to conduct any electricity through that. So when he actually ended up grabbing the pole, the ingenuity of Tanjiro is amazing, by the way. He actually just used the chicken's hand and basically grabbed the pole and slit, barely slit half of the, I think it was Anger's face. So at this point, he ended up, he bought himself some time, and he got the chicken's foot and grabbed the other pole that was stabbed through Nezuko. So he saved her then, but then, this dude probably was the stronger one out of these, because
I would say he's the strongest one out of the four. That would be my very assumption.
Yeah, because he healed up pretty quickly, and he ended up going for another attack, and he was successful this time.
He was, but before it was going to be a fatal blow, Nezuko actually stopped and saved Tanjiro. But then it just stopped there, and then goes to the Swordsmith village, and they're basically under attack, and they're ringing the bell. They're like, "Oh, everyone, we're under attack. The demons are here.
Yeah.
And we see a bunch of those fish blobs, or I don't know.
Yeah. This is a bunch of weird creatures.
Dude, do you know who sent those creatures?
I assume it's the Baby Hands, right?
Yeah, Upper Moon 5, because I don't know if you saw they have the vases, right? And that's how the Upper Moon 5.
Oh, he might have a power to do with shadows, or
I don't know, but I don't know his specific power. I just know it has to do something with the vase.
Well, yeah. That's pretty cool though. still has a possibility.
What? Anyways, and then at the end it shows the love Hashira,
Oh yeah.
and I would assume she's going to the village.
Oh, and real quick before that too, the wind dude came back and he ended up blowing Nezuko down on the floor too.
Oh yes, you're
Yeah.
right. So the wind dude comes back to the building and he blows Tanjiro and Nezuko down.
Hit
And it
him
looks
with
like
the-
looks like they're passed out.
Yeah, hit him with the meanest wind scar.
Yeah, but keep in mind too, Tanjiro in these last 2 episodes, he hasn't used his fire breathing or sun breathing.
yeah, no. I
So-
assume
Obviously, he's not out.
yeah. So he's probably gonna hit him with the clear blue sky in like a few episodes. So
Wait. That makes no sense then.
why?
No, not that. I'm talking about because who is the Miss Hashira gonna fight, and who's I don't know the matchups then.
That's a really good question. I mean, you guys can let us know in the comments down below if you guys know who. But I mean, the Miss Hashira doesn't make any sense at this point now, unless the 4 and 5 are gonna attack.
Obviously,
one is
4 and 5 they're attacking right now, but they're split apart.
One is clearance. Like those like
Fodder.
Like the fodder. Like one of the not the Hashiras. The Hashiras aren't gonna clear fodder, but one of the small Utes are probably gonna clear it out. They're probably Genya or some shit.
No, because Genya's in the middle of the.
See, but that doesn't make any sense now. Because
Yeah.
what's the point?
I don't know, but we shall see in the upcoming future.
Or maybe like some other demon might pop up too. So
Nah, hell, if there's no. Nah, hell no.
nah, I mean, I hope not, but because then it would just feel super rushed. But at this point,
I don't think another demon will show up. Because they just won't. But I'm really intrigued how this will play out.
Yeah. I mean, it's either one of the two. The love Hashira is like super weak. Because I kind of get that feeling from her.
Well, she's not super weak. Obviously, she's a hot.
No, she's a Hashira, right? But like,
Because I believe. Never mind. That's just spoilers if I say that.
yeah. Well, guys, just go ahead and let us know what you guys think down in the comments down below. As always, we do read them, so we do appreciate the feedback. My name is Maku,
Kobayashi.
and thank you.